Blizzard conditions are expected tonight. Last-minute Christmas shoppers are advised to love their family more and to get their thumbs out of their behinds. That's all for our weather briefing. Yellowknife Public Access TV will now present the 2025 Eggk Christmas Eve Special.
Let me be a dreamer, let me float. I can see the whole world from my own little cloud up by the Milky Way. I'll stay here forever and a day.
One of these has to work. Can of Christmas. Not the Christmas tree.
I feel all sorry.
Bing Crosby ass.
That is making me, oh boys, just make me cry. Believe me, I have tried. I've made my rounds, kissed some mouths. Trust me, I don't want a single soul around. Oh, I'm giving up, I'm throwing in my hat. I can't take another lifeless little chat. I'm moving up into a cloud, into my fantasy. And no,
Can't find a Christmas tree hero. Hello, Captain. Do whichever one. Christmas plans?
No boy's gonna kill.
Nobody wants to see me talk about these, man.
Huh? What's that? What, did someone leave some perfectly good garbage in here? What's wrong with people?
My soul, my melancholic day.
Whoa! Where'd I leave my cake? Must have been with my feminine products. Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's not going anywhere. Whoa.
Hey Egg, it's Wendy. We just had the last flight out of Destruction Bay for Christmas Eve, and it seems like Uncle Larry didn't make it in. I know they got a regular candy cane blizzard over there. Me and Benedict would be coming over if not for the Yukon turkey run tonight. I hope you're not alone this Christmas. I know Aunt Maybelline was off to cow farms the other day. We'll see you in the new year, hopefully. Season's greetings, Wendy.
Yeah. It's like Uncle Larry always said, never be insecure about your load. That's a nice Christmas tree. What a journey just to get a Christmas tree. I could really use something. Some nog for Egg. What am I gonna do, man? I'm all alone this Christmas Eve. Oh, what the fuck's in this? God damn it. What's that sound?
Merry Christmas.
You're not Agent Banana.
Budget cuts tucked to gym and accounting.
Okay, well, what's that?
A gift.
Oh, you got me a gift.
Yeah.
Can we go somewhere else?
You don't like it in here?
Sonic 3 and Sonic the Movie. I got this when I was 7 years old. At that age, it was proof that Santa was real. It was 2003. You couldn't just go to Walmart and buy a Sega Genesis game. Of course, the concept of eBay didn't dawn on me, but hey, let's not get into that. I loved the movie so much that I watched it twice on Christmas Day, and I got right to playing the game. Here's a journal entry I made at school after coming back from winter break. Oddly enough, my favorite scene was the kind of disturbing part where you see Robotnik and Sarah's kids. I even wrote about these gifts again when talking about my favorite exotic pet. That would naturally be a hedgehog. I really love this movie, and I still have so much fun with it. The voice acting sucks in the best way, the music and animation is top tier, the best Sonic has ever looked in any form, I personally think, and there's so much weirdness to it, and of course all the YouTube poop lines like "my ass on fire" and "strange, isn't it?" When the full soundtrack leaked in high quality, it was so exciting. I had been listening to various remixes of the South Island theme for a long time, but to hear it in full was something special. And Sonic 3, you guys know this game is amazing. I've always preferred it over the Sonic and Knuckles half of the game. It was massively upgraded from Sonic 2, and it's the first one where you can collect all the Chaos Emeralds with ease. The music is great for obvious reasons, and it's just fun and infinitely replayable. I always think back on this one fondly as just when I still believed in the Christmas magic, and thinking that, oh yeah, Santa definitely got me these things. It was also the same Christmas I got my foam and Nua Nuva chainsaw, which was also very memorable.
It snowed a couple days ago, so here's my Ice Age mammal collection. We got the Smilodon, the Glyptodon, the giant ground sloth, the woolly mammoth and her baby, and the Mastodon. The rest of them I've had since I was a kid, but this guy I got last year. And finally, we got the Jim Cold District type. Good day.
Hey, Eggk here, enjoying a nice cup of coffee before the holidays, and here to show personally my favorite Gunpla. You know, it has grown since the last time, but I think personally my favorite has been this Master Grade Shenlong Gundam. It is a very fun kit, sort of reading Endless Waltz Glory of the Losers. And overall, it's just a fun kid. It brings me back to that thing. And then that, yeah, Siege out.
Well, I was beginning to think I'd be alone this Christmas, but maybe a little bit of company's okay.
We would be honored if you join us.
But
Your dinner attire, sir.
I'm not gonna ask questions. What are you doing in there, man? What the hell are you making for dinner? Okay. Don't ask questions. Jeez. Oh, man. This hat's really weighing me down. It's really good.
I have your appetizer course here.
Oh.
Grinch cereal.
Grinch cereal?
Yeah.
Like which Grinch? Like Jim Carrey or the other ones?
David Attenborough.
What's that? Wait, are you putting the liquid in first?
That's how you do it.
For Grinch cereal or just in general?
General.
You're crazy, man.
You're...
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No, this is Cinegram.
Oh, Cinegram, sorry. Excuse me. Yum.
There you go.
Where's the Grinch?
Hold on, sir. Here it is.
Where's the Grinch? Huh, like, oh. What's this? What? Oh my god. The PlayStation Portable. This was my Christmas gift when I was 11 years old. My other big one that year was the Bionicle set Lezavec, one of the few post-2003 ones that I actually kept. The PSP was far more than a handheld game system for me. In fact, I barely even played games on it. I had Battlefront, Twisted Metal, Sonic Rivals, but that was the least exciting part of the system. I'm not even going to talk about games. This was the first device that allowed me to go go on the internet in my room outside of the family computer. And that was huge because I had just gotten unsupervised internet access when I was 10 years old. The first thing I did, make an account on BZ Power. Now I had a device that could let me browse and post on my favorite message boards. I also love to download videos from YouTube and watch them when I should have been sleeping. On here right now, we can see I have a Super Mario Logan movie from 2009. In fact, I really haven't used this thing since then. There's no music on here, but I used to use this as my primary MP3 player. I'd rip songs from YouTube and put them on here, and it's in really bad condition because I'd be listening with headphones and I'd move a little bit and knock the thing on the floor. The battery's all ballooned as well on this thing, but we can still use it all plugged in. There's really no pictures on here, just from a certain Dead or Alive game, and there's a drawing I did when I was 12 years old. There's also a really bad N64 emulator on here. Let's fire up Mario Kart. Well, it seems pretty good. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, we're not doing this. Turn that off. So again, beyond games, videos, music, the exciting part was the internet browser. And sure enough, you can't use it anymore. Well, at least we can see what I was Googling when I was 13 years old. Yeah, that's pretty typical. Looking back, it was a major pain in the ass to browse the internet on this thing, but when it was all you had, it didn't matter. There was no touchscreen, you had to move that little analog stick all around, you had that terrible keyboard, but the PSP was a really special device for me. Something with a lot of utility that was really awesome to have in my late childhood and early teen years. I got a lot of use out of it, even if I didn't use it as a gaming system. Who cares? It's certainly one of my favorite nostalgic Christmas gifts.
Hello, Egg, and a very Merry Christmas to you. Everything is just fine up here. I think Daddy making some water sandwiches and what he calls teardrop soup for dinner tonight. I hope you are having a full-hearted meal and enjoying the company of those who love you this year. Signed, Cousin Dickory.
The Eggk Christmas Eve special will return after these messages.
Good day, everyone. It's Weeaboo, wishing you a Merry Christmas from the perpetual construction zone known as the Kong Kong Beanie. My Gunpla project this season is the Master Grade Advanced Hazel TR1. Classic series, never seen it. I just think it looks cool. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Ho ho, Merry Christmas, y'all. I would love to record this in higher settings, but my phone won't send this to Eggk otherwise. These are all the Wing Zeros I bought off this year. As you can see, I made 3 of them. First off, it's the Wing Zero MGSD. This thing is amazing. I hope that Eggk one day gets to review one of these. These are such unique and really good builds, honestly. And next is the Wing Zero RG from Endless Waltz. It's an early real grade, but it surprised me with how good it was. It's very stable, it holds up its weapons well, and I've kept it on a base there, but I think you guys can see how good it looks. And of course, the latest Wing Zero RG, I really wanted to decal this up, but it's almost the limit, and Eggk was graceful enough to tell me to record this, so I hope you guys have a fantastic new year. I hope that I can keep making these videos and appear as a semi-regular guest in the Eggk videos. Thank you so much, and take Eggk. Have a nice holiday and have a nice new year.
We now return to the Eggk Christmas Eve special.
Alfaroni mozzarella, yeah. The icing on your cake, the cherry on the top. It's heaven in my heart, and we could find you some space. I could be the world to you, the missing piece, the extra sentimental kind of chemistry. Some people make it hard, with me that isn't the case.
Thank you, sir.
I think it's so easy to fall in love. So come give me a call, and we'll fall into us. I'm the perfect mix.
Oh shit! I can open it this way.
Here you go.
Help me out, help me, chef, help.
That's probably enough. Here you go, chef.
I need chef taps.
Anytime, chef. Hello.
Hi, what is beefaroni? What?
Don't worry about it. I have another gift for you.
You got another gift?
It's in my
Well,
pants.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's way down there.
God, I don't want it if it's in your pants. Whoa, what is?
Oh my god.
Are you stealing my stuff?
I don't know how I carried that.
Are you? This is.
This is my Dillion SG, given to me Christmas 2010. I began playing guitar earlier that year using my dad's first guitar and his large amount of guitar magazines. I was learning to play primarily from AC/DC songs. This was an exciting guitar since it was an SG like Angus and a big upgrade over that knockoff Strat that I had been playing. Dillion was a Canadian guitar brand that made a lot of good copies of popular guitars, and this one served me well for a long time. I put my most frustrating work into it, advancing my skills and learning to play solos. The first one I learned was from the Beatles' Let It Be, John Lennon's version. I remember staying up late playing it over and over again until I got somewhat close. One night when I was 15, I was watching those videos of kids shredding on guitar, just playing crazy stuff, and I got so mad that I scratched up the back of this one and wrote Manimal on it, which is a Wasp song. So every time I looked at it, I would remember when I sucked ass at guitar and to reflect at how far I'd come. I also threw it on the ground once. I was playing AC/DC's Touch Too Much, which is a really easy song, but for some reason I messed it up and boom, threw it on the ground and it has that nasty crack on it now. Again, I put a lot into this guitar and it was really fun. Nowadays, I think SGs look better on smaller people like Angus and Yuho from the Peggies, so they aren't my go-to guitars, but I still have a lot of affection for this one. It was the first guitar that felt like my own, and I went through the hard parts of learning an instrument with it.
Good day, it's Danny, and here's something I made this year. The HG Revive Gundam in prototype colors. It's the very first kit I've fully painted and striped. I submitted it for the Gunpla World Cup at a convention and they gave me this pretty cool pin too. It's not perfect, but I'm proud of it. Anyways, here are some gems I've been finding in the snow. Happy holidays everyone.
Free entertainment or something.
Entertainment. I'm already. Oh, as long as he's not hitting me.
Sprinkles.
I call that.
Time for some good old banana glazed ham.
How can I open this?
Do you need a ham?
Ham, wow.
Stop resisting!
You'll never get me. Once I've laced all the kids' candy, they'll be getting crippling drug addiction for Christmas.
Agent Banana, I need backup.
Well, wait, no, not really. Whoa, wait a minute. He's not serious, man. He's not serious.
Next year,
Target down.
I wanted to eat that.
I like your cut, G.
My beloved Egg, We're so sorry to have missed the flight this year. You see, when your adult son who still wets the bed flips your whole entire basement trying to invent the next OxyClean detergent balls, you can imagine that leaving home for the holidays suddenly becomes awfully hard. And that's not even to mention we've had the worst blizzard in decades here. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I don't have a pot to piss in this year, so I've just enclosed this envelope with my oh-so-sweet hugs and kisses. I hope you appreciate them. You might even be able to find some of your dear old uncle's mustache hairs here on the paper as proof. Merry Christmas, Egg. Signed with the sweetest of love, Uncle Larry.
A merry little Christmas now.
Wow, so this is Christmas dinner?
Oh, it's delicious. I can just smell it. Here,
What is it?
Here it is.
What the fuck is that?
Yep.
What the hell is this?
We're having the same thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're gonna eat that, right?
Yeah? With it's a fork?
Yes.
Okay. Yummy.
Going. So what do you think Santa Claus is gonna bring you this year?
I think he's gonna give me a lot of love this year.
Damn.
He's very loving.
He never does that for me.
Do you like the Winter Classic games that go on during Christmas?
You fucking guys are no!
Whose classic is winter?
Static.
What's this guy doing? He's not gonna be on Santa's nice list. Are we spinning?
Do what we gotta do.
Well, I might as well try too, right? Can't shoot twice.
Any other horrors you guys want to serve? Guys? You guys? Oh, what the hell? What kind of Christmas surprise is that? Whatever.
Happy holidays, everybody from Territory. This is Territory from Territory's Fishing Stories. Up here in the Territories in Yellowknife outside of the Canadian Tire, we're looking for ice fishing gear. That's what we're doing today. We're mapping out a couple places to plot some holes, drop some lines, and get some big fish. Stay tuned. We might be heading over to Ontario, so we'll keep you posted. Territory out.
Good day, it's Brian, and on this lovely Christmas Eve, we're taking a look at the Transformers line of Blocky's model kits. These little guys are blind box sets of model kits that, in terms of both price and complexity, sit somewhere between an entry-grade Gundam and the prize from a Kinder Egg. Heck, the instructions for these things cover the entire set that they belong to, so you're in for a pretty fast build experience. Despite the simple kit, Bone Crusher here made for a decent little toy, complete with its own base, some hand options, and what I'm guessing is some kind of little laser gun. It also looks like most of the other characters have some unique feature like a chest that opens, sorry, bud. So as you can see, you've got a solid range of movement and posability, with some simple pivot joints and polycaps on the shoulders and crotch. You Gundam people love those, right?
Actually, I'm not a big fan of polycaps.
Well, it's pretty good for $5. So good, in fact, that I went back and got 3 more, each from a different release wave. Let's take a look. Outside of the 1986 movie and a handful of the Michael Bay flicks, I've never really been a Transformers fan, so I'm not familiar with most of these characters. It's kind of nice for a blind bag where I'm not really hoping for any one figure. Cracking open this pack and it looks like we've got Soundwave. I know this little weirdo. And the, hold on. Okay. There is a tiny set of runners that comes alongside a loose bits bag that includes all your other parts for the Mini. After 2 minutes of sorting, you can move on to the 2 minutes of actual building, with the only difficult part being this ball joint that snaps into the legs. After all is said and done, we've got a complete Soundwave, and he's pretty swell. Just look at this guy. Majestic. So after the last 2 boxes were open, we added in Optimus Prime and some dopey looking fella named Dirge. But hey, 3 out of 4 ain't bad, even if Dirge is. And so what if Dirge is a loser? I'm only out $5. And really, that covers a lot of my little complaints about the Blockies line. Using stickers instead of color-separated plastic on the chest and rubbable crotch. Well, that's only $5. Didn't get the model you wanted? You know what? That's absolutely valid. But you're only out $5. Besides, now you can build your own totally original character like Bullethead. He's got all the guns and isn't a giant loser like Dirge. Overall, the Blockies Transformers were a fun project, even if they got a little repetitive after 3 in a row. They aren't as satisfying as a high-grade kit, but these little Transformers hit the spot after a year of focusing my time on raising a toddler, who's around here somewhere. There she is! Look at that little smile. Yeah, the backlog can wait a little longer. So, from everyone here at the House of Brian, have a Merry Christmas. And remember, if Die Hard counts as a Christmas movie, there's no reason not to throw on 0080 War in the Pocket this year.
You ever dream about sugar plums on Christmas Eve? Or the gifts you might get in the morning? This only happened to me once I can remember when I was 6. Thinking about getting a Jango Fett figure, visualizing him spinning around by a Christmas tree. Sure enough, I did get the really awesome 12-inch one that year. It was totally not a doll. Anyway, before we go into bed and fantasize about our exciting adult gifts like socks and kitchen sets, let's look back on the year and talk about some of my favorite things. I went to the movies a lot this year, 19 times in fact. 16 of those were for new releases. These are my top 5 favorite movies from 2025. Starting with number 5, Companion. This is a great movie that combines horror and sci-fi, featuring a standout performance from Sophie Thatcher. The less you know about it, the better. It's just a memorable watch with a fair amount of twists and turns. Number 4 is The Wedding Banquet. I thought this was going to be a wacky comedy from the premise, but it turned out to be a heartfelt drama with great acting. This was really Kelly Marie Tran's movie, and she did great. Also loved to see Lily Gladstone, even if she didn't get a leading role. I really enjoyed this movie and its down-to-earth character-focused production. Number 3, One Battle After Another. Nearly 3 hours goes by like nothing, and although you go to this movie for Leo, it's Sean Penn who completely steals the show and delivers the best and most captivating performance I've seen this year. This was a fantastic movie and one that will really stick with you. It's just begging for a rewatch already. Number 2, Begonia. Jeez, I don't think I want to watch this one again, but wow, did it really make me feel something. This is an unforgettable experience that keeps you guessing and uncomfortable the whole time. It had a great style and it never feels like you're watching actors because the performances, especially from Jesse Plemons, are so good. The ending was also really powerful. And now at number 1, we have The Naked Gun. Oh my god, this movie was so fun. It's the perfect comedy, delivering non-stop laughs throughout the whole runtime. Stupid as hell in the best way, with some really wild jokes and scenes that come out of nowhere. It was a great tribute to the old movies, and a perfect legacy sequel that does its own thing without relentlessly calling back to the past. Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson were a delight to watch together, and I just had so much fun seeing this with my best friends. 2025 was a bit lacking when it came to music, but there were still some solid releases, so I'll go over my top 5 favorite albums of the year. Number 5 is Laufey with A Matter of Time. My first from her, and sure enough, this was a fun, charming album with a very unique bossa nova jazz sound. The lyrics are exceptionally good, and it takes some pretty dramatic turns. All in all, it's a great listen, and it delivers quality throughout. Number 4 is going to be Japanese Breakfast for Melancholy Brunettes. This is a thoughtful and poetic album. The musical arrangements create melancholic soundscapes, and Michelle's lyrics are concise and full of meaning. This one needs time to grow on you, and it has layers that reveal themselves with repeat play. Number 3 is Pink Pantheress Fancy That. This is easily the best set of songs she's ever released so far, with excellent production. I can't stress enough how amazing this thing sounds, whether you're listening to the perfectly mastered vinyl at home or the songs in the car. Pink is just getting started and the best is yet to come. At number 2, we have Kali Uchis with Sincerely. Once again, she released another fantastic album that washes over you and creates a heavenly mood. The songs flow together like a suite, and her voice is used to great effect on these airy instrumentals. Sincerely is a really great full album listening experience. It's meant to be played all at once, since it just sweeps you away and makes you feel something deep in your chest. She's now released 3 amazing albums 1 year after the other, proving that she's one of the best artists working today. Now, my favorite album of 2025 is Jade. That's showbiz, baby. Here's everything I want out of a pop album. Catchy tunes, great lyrics, it flows really well as a full album, and the songs individually are great and full of replay value. This was an awesome release from my first listen. The deluxe also added even more quality tunes. Every song is great and it makes for a very satisfying full album experience. When it comes to my favorite song of the year, Ariana Grande's Twilight Zone was a big contender, and I was originally going to say Jade's Lip Service, which is an addicting song, but then I saw Olivia Dean's BBC performance of So Easy to Fall in Love, and that was it. She has definitely become one of the most prominent artists to watch out for this year. Her voice and style is timeless, and this is a great song. You want to hear it in a coffee shop, you're going shopping, wherever. It just has such a warm and comforting sound to it.
But you're kind of like a spaceman, huh?
No, actually, I'm a plumber. On the side.
Speaking of music, I want to talk about 2 musicians we lost this year that mean a lot to me. First is Chris Jasper of the Isley Brothers. He was dedicated to spreading love and positivity through music, which comes through on all his amazing compositions and keyboard work, starting with the Isley Brothers 3+3 era albums, Isley Jasper Isley, and his own solo work. Chris Jasper's contributions were everything to the Isley Brothers in the 70s and early 80s, and he left behind a legacy of music that's here to brighten up our lives every time we press play. And Ace Frehley. I mean, this is the celebrity death that has affected me the most. Kiss has always been my favorite band since I was 12, and Ace was always special. His guitar solos cast a spell on me every time I hear them, and they stop the world around me. He still makes us laugh in interviews like the Tom Snyder Show.
Hey, listen, I got a little piece of pipe backstage I'd like to have you work on. Tell me about it!
The Seattle radio appearance from 1979.
Hey, it's Mike Bosco.
Hi, Mike Bosco. Hey. I know your brother, Johnny Kokomo.
That sense of humor and his big laugh, combined with his memorable song within a song solos and effortless stage presence, were what made us all love Ace, whether we were around in the 70s or born later like myself. Vinnie Vincent said it better than I ever could. Ace gave us the gift of eternal childhood. It's true. I still feel the magic I originally felt when I was a preteen, watching Ace in the Kiss Cindy show from 1980. Hearing his solos on Rock and Roll Over, his songs on Dynasty, all of that. Music is our real life magic, and people like Ace Frehley and Chris Jasper had a special handle on that and made all our lives better just by blessing us with their music. Well, guys, it's time to wrap up another Christmas Eve together, and it's been an interesting year for the channel. I feel like I started strong. I had the egg menu, delivered 3 of the 4 things on it. That last one we'll get to one day. And, you know, then the whole summer special, I mean, it was a little bit botched. The lead up to it wasn't great. I uploaded the videos in the wrong order because I got impatient. And we filmed this whole skit that never even ended up in anything because it was a little bit too long. And the summer special itself just didn't make sense to anybody except for me. It was too self-indulgent. It didn't fully deliver on the fun that I wanted it to. But my first 4, my last 3 Gundam reviews are ones that I'm really happy with. It's the kind of sort of stuff I want to make on this channel. I kind of feel like everybody has their niche, right? When you come to my channel, you're not getting the most detailed Gundam reviews with lore. We're not going into articulation unless it's something that's really relevant to talk about. There are other channels for that. I always feel like sometimes when there's a popular kit like the Sazabi, it's kind of like, well, why would I review this kit if there's so many other videos? But I just kind of think, well, there are so many other videos, but there's not one of my videos on it. So how can I make mine different than other people's is always my thought. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just doing what I do. Everything is based on the music in my videos as well. I always try to edit it and time things if I can to the music. It's the most important part. Besides the visuals, which I finally upgraded this year because I figured out to turn off HDR, and I don't have to do that really bad color correcting. I really don't have an eye for color correcting. The technical aspect is not what you come to this channel for, that's for sure. Again, I don't know what we're gonna do next year. We're just gonna see, talk about kits as I make them, and just do whatever I feel inspired to do is really it. So for now, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas out there. We'll see you in the new year. But right now, get into bed, everybody. Brush your teeth. And until next time, bye-bye.
Tonight is Christmas Eve. Before you get the children to bed, see what weather Santa will find you in with our full weather broadcast. And now, Barry Goldman and Roy Fisselbottom come at you live once again for another special here on Yellowknife Public Access TV.